Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today, we're going to be talking about the latest from the Rams. There are 3 injuries that popped up after the game. Colby Parkinson, the tight end, is week to week with a sprained AC joint. Steve Avila and Kevin Dotson, both starting left guard and right guard, are going to be week to week with ankle sprains. So we'll get into it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on whether or not the Rams should even play these guys this week. And so forth. Of course, Sean McVay did confirm or didn't confirm that these guys are not going to play or going to play. They're kind of up in the air about this right now. They have not ruled them out for Sunday against the Titans, so we'll see what ends up happening. But before we get into that, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Also, be sure to hype the video and check me out on all social media at JK Bogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Kick, and Twitch. And with that said, today's sponsor is Sleeper. The NFL season's here, and if you haven't already, you need to check out Sleeper. Do yourself a favor and give yourself a chance to 100 extra cash on daily fantasy football. Pick on stats like touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards, and fantasy points, and more for up to 100 times payout on Sleeper. You get your picks right, and you could win big. So use my promo code JKB today, and you'll get a $100 match on your first deposit. And of course, be sure to use that code and check out the link below. All right, let's start off with Kevin Dotson. So Dotson left this game and did not return. Avila left the game and did return. The deal with Dotson is this. He is one of the best guards in the National Football League. He is so pivotal. He's integral to your run to go to the Super Bowl. And this is, Lord knows, this is a team that can win the Super Bowl. I'm going to say this, might seem like a hot take, but I have my reasonings. I don't believe that the Rams should play either of them, Dotson or Avila, this week. Unless they are ruled 100%, Reggie Scott gives Sean McVay the thumbs up. These guys should not be anywhere near the field. The goal is Super Bowl, and you have the team for it. You cannot run the risk of further extended injury or absence if they aren't indeed good to go. So the question would be, Jake, who are you going to start then? Because if your left guard's out and your right guard's out, well, who do you have in the starting 5? Well, obviously, Alaric Jackson, Rob Havenstein, and Coleman Shelton would start. But I would use yesterday's inactive Justin Diedick at left guard, who started games last year. And I would use Bo Limmer at right guard. Now, is that perfect? No. Is that foolproof? No. Does that mean Matthew Stafford is going to have a total brick wall and not worry about, pass protection at all? No. But The Rams can win this game without those two. And even if they can't, that's a bigger issue. But even if they can't run the risk of getting Dotson and Avila hurt further. They are so important to this team and how far they're going to go. I don't think you can afford that. So with Diedick and Limmer, these guys are really good. As far as run blocking, in pass pro, Bo Limmer really struggled. Of course, he was kind of thrown into the fire. But I believe that this is the best course of action for the Rams. Both Diedick and Limmer started games for them last year. And I understand Limmer was playing center, but they don't really have a choice. This isn't a Titans team to take lightly either. So understand this. I am not at all saying the Rams should play without their 2 starting guards so they can heal up because the Titans are a cakewalk. Nope, that's not what I'm saying at all. As a matter of fact, they lost by 8 in Denver with a rookie quarterback. And it's against Denver, a team that I have as the 2nd overall AFC team coming into the year. So I'm not taking the Titans lightly. They had 14 pressures, and 7 of them came from Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons could absolutely blow up this game with Dedick, Shelton, Limmer, if they're not good enough, if they can't contain him, he could really wreck this game. The Titans forced 4 turnovers against Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. That defense is coordinated by former Ram Denard Wilson. Denard Wilson was, of course, on Jeff Fisher's coaching staff, and Sean McVay opted not to retain him. He then went on to go to the Ravens, of course, also the Jets, but the Ravens, where he was Mike McDonald's assistant coach, and he joined the Titans to be the defensive coordinator. That was last year. This year, he's no longer a rookie, just like Chris Shula. And you're starting to see already, if week 1 is any indication, this defense is legit. So no, I don't think they're a cakewalk. I don't think that's why that they should not play those two. I think being cautious is the right approach here. So what? You have to call up some guys from the practice squad, fill in the depth. Big deal. I think it's important to do this. I think obviously you have 3 of the 5 starters, and that's good. Your center and your 2 tackles, that's great. If you were going to lose any 2 on the offensive line, you'd probably want to lose a left guard and a right guard over a center, a right tackle, or a left tackle. That's just the reality of it. But guards are important, make no mistake about it. When you have a guy like Kevin Dotson, who is simply one of the best in the league, well, that's a problem. Furthermore, Steve Avila is a little bit of a concern. His rookie year, he played the entire year. However, since, he's been dealing with injuries. He missed a lot of the season last year because of injury, and now here he is dealing with another injury, an ankle injury. I am a little concerned for Steve Avila, his durability, what have you. Now, understandably so, guard in the NFL is a dangerous position. You are bound to get hurt in some way. But it is a little concerning. So that said, I'm sticking to my guns here. I don't believe the Rams should play Dotson or Avila this week in Tennessee. Unless, again, very important caveat here, unless Reggie Scott says they're 100% ready to go. If he does not say that and they'll be playing through some pain or whatever, not chancing it, I am not sending them out there. Again, the goal is the Super Bowl. You have to have an offensive line to do that. The Rams can't afford any injuries, so I understand it sucks. You obviously want to be full strength, but this is the smart approach. Make no, bones about it. And I just think, end of the day, you got to think about the future. You got to worry about winning, but you have to believe when you're the team that the Rams are, you can win games even when your starters are out. And you can win games even when your starters are out in the big games. They won a Super Bowl with, the third string tight end going down and all sorts of stuff. Right? Injuries galore. A safety coming out of retirement. We've talked about it a million times. That doesn't mean I want them to have to do that on the offensive line this year. So it's frustrating. Hate that Avila went down. Hate that Dotson went down. I think the best course of action is to err on the side of caution here. And I do actually believe Sean McVay is going to at least rule out Kevin Dotson, who did not return in the game. Avila is a little bit different. Dotson did not return. So I'm going to say he probably doesn't play. And we probably see Bo Limmer at right guard. And Avila will probably play a left guard. That's my prediction. We'll see what ends up happening. I don't think either should play. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Again, really curious to see. Some people might agree. Some people might disagree. That's the beauty of it. So drop it in the comment section below. And also check out the link to sign up. Sleeper, of course, JKB is the code. 100 times, $100 your deposit matched. And I'll see you guys soon. You guys take care. Later, folks. All right, guys. So once again, just want to let you guys know that you can check out my new side project, The Lounge. I interview athletes, musicians, actors, actresses, all the nine. So definitely check it out over on the Lounge with Jake Ellenbogen channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.